All right, so I'm here to tell you how my experience went with purchasing the Apple Vision Pro. If you clicked on this video, either you were curious or you went through the same thing I did. Setting that alarm clock right before 8 o'clock so you can make sure you log on in time to be one of the first customers to pick this up because you knew it was going to be crazy. So I set my alarm clock, I want to make sure my face was right because I knew it was going to scan my face. You wake up, I work at night, so I was already going to be tired. So, you wake up, your face be all droopy and sleepy. So I wanted to get a good scan. So I made sure I woke up in enough time to, freshen up a little bit, make sure my face is right. I have never freshened up for a pre-order. This is a first. This was a first for me. But yeah, I made sure I was freshened up. I made sure everything was right. Oh, let me turn these little notifications off because we have a nasty weather out here. But yeah, so I get up. 8 o'clock comes. I'm watching it. I'm watching that little timer thing. Like 7:59. As soon as it hits 8, boom, right to the App Store. And it said, please hold or please wait while we prepare Vision Pro pre-orders or something like that. I went out, refreshed, went right back in. Still said the same thing. And I'm like, it said please wait until after 8. That's what it said. And I'm like, hey, it is after 8. What's going on? So then I closed the app out completely, reopened it. It still said the same thing. And I was like, you know what? This is not a good sign. Red flag. Apple, what's going on? Like, is it crashing already? Refreshed it. Now let me in. It's 8:01 now. That minute went by pretty quick too. So I only did try to refresh 4 times. Next thing I know, it was another minute. But yeah, 8:01 I get in. It shows, you have to scroll down the Vision Pro and start pre-order process. The first thing it asked to do was scan your face. I was ready, but the system was not ready. Did y'all have this problem? If y'all leave down in the comments below if you had the same problem I had. It was look left, up, right, down, and it kept saying, first it said it wasn't enough light. So, let me open the windows a little bit. Let me open the shades. Now, then it was saying it kept getting out of frame or something. So now I go into the living room, because I was in the bedroom doing this. So I go into the living room, turn on the bright living room lights, set it up on my little tripod, make sure my face was in frame, left, right, up. It would not connect to the right for some reason. And it kept saying my face was out of frame. Sorry for my hand being in the way. But it kept saying my face was out of frame, and I was like, I don't understand. I literally had to go through this process. It took me about a good 4 to 5 minutes until it finally got it. And I was frustrated, this is ridiculous. This is not good, Apple, because this better not be the same experience we get on this headset. So after I get it and it says, congratulations, we got your, whatever, we got your profile. It said, do it again. Just to confirm. I was like, oh my God. Here we go. Now this time the left side wouldn't work. Everything else was working but the left side. But this time it took about another minute. Finally worked. Now we get into the nitty gritty. The first thing it shows you is the base model, as you all may know by now, is 3500. Base model at 256 gigs, which is nothing. Then they had a higher price for 500 something gig. And then they had an even higher price for the terabyte, close to $4,000. I said, you know what? I expect to spend $4,000 anyway. We might as well go all out. Terabyte, let's go. But then you got to add in Apple Care. You have to add in Apple Care because this is a device that nobody knows how to fix but Apple. And I was reading the stipulations of Apple Care, and it said that if anything happens, Apple will fix it. They'll replace it immediately while they're fixing it. So this might be one of the best values for Apple Care, being that there is no other product on the market that is a spatial computer. I had to get Apple Care. That's almost $500. That was $400 some dollars or three. No, it might have been three something, almost $400. So now I'm over $4,000. And I was like, man, I'm like, Dad, do I want this terabyte? I really want to stay around $4,000. I went back and compared the price of the 256. I mean, the 500. I'm sorry, I would never get 256. But the 500 gig, 512, whatever it was. And I was like, you know what? You're here. You're here. You might as well go all in. I got the terabyte. I got the Apple Care. Next page. Now they got accessories. oh, you can get a case. The case was like $200. No Apple. Not right now. As long as I got the spatial computer, because I knew accessories was coming. That's how they try to get you on the back end. I knew it was coming. I'll get the case later. I got the box. Once I get the box, and once it comes, I will definitely keep it in the box until I get the case when I'm not using the Vision Pro. If you can, because I think you gotta take the whole thing apart. I don't know. But by the time February gets here, I'll have money for the case, whatever. But I wasn't gonna add this to my account today. They did have an extra battery. That was an option to get an extra battery, which would eliminate the whole just 2 hours. But for now, I think the battery's like another $200 too. This is how Apple gets you. They get you on accessories. So another 2 hours, another $200. Nah, I'm good, Apple. I'm going to keep it plugged in. I'm going to keep it at the crib. I don't see myself wearing it out right now anyway. I don't see myself having it on out. And if I do have it on out, it'll be at work. I'll be plugged in. I'll be tapped in. So I won't even need the extra battery. But just leisurely, out on an airplane and watching movies. I don't have any trips coming up yet. So again, just like the case, the battery can be purchased later. They had other accessories and things, but skip it. I done spent almost, $4,500. Let's check out. Now, checking out. If they delivered it to me, it would have been $300 and some in taxes, almost another $400 in taxes. But if I got it, if I pick it up at the Apple Store, which shout out to Christiana, Delaware, the Apple Store up there, there's no tax. I'm going to pick it up, so I chose the pick it up option. The first availability, Apple Vision Pro is going to be released February the 2nd. The first available pickup was February the 4th. So you had to choose your time, what time you want to pick it up, and then you hit pay. I hit pay, and it wouldn't accept my payment. It was like, we're sorry that the time slot you selected is not available. It takes you back to the screen. So when I hit select time, now the closest time is 2 hours later. It's 2 p.m. or something like that. I'm like, damn. I select that. Sorry, this time you select is not available. Every time I select it, it says the time is not available. It takes me back. It won't let me pay for it until there was a time available. I take it back. Now it's 4 p.m. And I was like, oh my gosh. I did this until it got me all the way to Wednesday. Now the Vision Pro comes out Friday, February 2nd. It got me till next Wednesday. It kept saying it wasn't going to let me, make the payment because the time was, every time I would click the time that was available, it wasn't available by the time I clicked the time. And then it jumped back to Sunday availability. And I was like, oh, this is perfect, a little closer. Then the message came and said, we're sorry, your card can't be accepted this time. Call your financial institution. What? Nah. I got the money in this account. I went back again, and now it jumped from Sunday back down to Wednesday again, 6 p.m. I tried it, finally goes through. So it said, your appointment's up for 6 p.m. I said, oh my God, that whole experience, I don't know, I think I was on it for maybe 15 plus minutes trying to get this done. I didn't even look at the clock. But it was exhausting. It was exhausting trying to get my facial ID. It was exhausting with the whole payment arrangements. This is the first time, I will tell you, now I've made pre-orders in the past for different products that I haven't seen firsthand. I would pre-order it because I know the company. I know the company that I'm pre-ordering from, and I know that they usually do good products. And so, but this is the first time, even though I have my faith in Apple, I have all Apple products in the house, but this is the first time I've pre-ordered this high of an amount, a dollar amount, but I have no clue of what's coming. So best believe I will be back on this channel. Like, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification. I'm just saying what other people say because I'm not even on YouTube like that. But I will be on it for this Apple Vision Pro journey. So when I get my Apple Vision Pro, I definitely will come back here and share with you guys firsthand what I think. As you see, I'm out here. It is a mess out here. I'm on the road. I'm headed now to get some rock salt and all the dumb winter stuff. Can't wait for spring to be here. Can't wait for my Apple Vision Pro. February the 6th. I'll be back.